Hey everyone, how you doing? We're Crossroads Golf. I'm Michael.
And I'm Daniel.
And we are a brand new YouTube channel. We went to Swing Zone lately. It was about an hour and a half from where we live, and it was just a simulator that gave you a bunch of ball information, and we just went there for a gapping session. So, Daniel, you've been there a few times, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, I stumbled upon this swing zone, just looking for golf things to do around Houston. So went in there about a couple months ago. Found out that it has multiple golf courses. It has a driving range. Has stuff for you to do as a golfer. That way you can have fun on like a rainy day, or if you want to stay inside and beat the heat down here in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was my first time going with Daniel. I literally had no idea what to expect. When I got in there were 6 bays, correct?
Yes, 6.
And then it was just kind of like a Top Golf or main event vibe, where there were bays with sofas, leather sofas, and then there was a bar in there. You could get bar food. Then you could also work on your game. I don't know exactly what computer system they have running up there. Maybe we could put it down in the description, but it was very in-depth.
Yes,
I was very surprised at how in-depth it was.
Yes.
Like you said, if it was super hot or even rainy, that'd be a great place to go and work on your game. Like Daniel said, they did have a driving range, which we utilized for a majority of the 2 hours we were there, right?
Yes, 2 hours.
We probably did that for about an hour and a half, just working on our irons, getting our yardages down. So that was really nice. The data that they gave to you was just overwhelming. Club head speed, angle of the face, RPMs of the ball, how fast your club head was going.
Launch angle, stuff like that.
Everything.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I was very happy that he took me there. And it was actually very cheap.
Yeah, very reasonable price.
Extremely reasonable for everything that you get from that.
Yeah, they charge by the hour. So
Yeah. So yeah, like we said, we just went there for a gapping session, just need to work on our yardages. I've been super inconsistent lately. What brought me to that was for my birthday in April, I actually got a Club Champion gift certificate and went and got fitted for some clubs. I'm going to use fitted loosely. I didn't buy any clubs actually. I just wanted to see where I was with my swing speed and how outdated my clubs actually were. My clubs I got when I was a freshman in high school, and I graduated in 05, so a long time ago. My clubs are super outdated. So outdated that my clubs are actually, my 6-iron was 33 degrees, and the fitter said a 6-iron nowadays is like a 26 degree or 27 degree.
Okay.
So it's extremely high, just ridiculously high. And obviously, if I bought new clubs, I'd gain more distance.
Yeah.
I even messed around with your 6-iron.
Yeah.
And I hit my 6-iron 195. When I hit yours, I hit at what, 220?
Yeah, about, yeah.
So my clubs are just super old. I need new clubs. So from that, I just needed to get more confident with my numbers. Me and Daniel, we've known each other for better part of all of this year, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we've golfed a lot.
Yes.
I'm very thankful for Daniel coming into my life down here in Texas. I did not know anyone. So it's nice to have a golfing buddy that you can go with who's just as pumped about golf as me. So he's always up for it. And whenever we go out, he has a Garmin GPS.
Yep.
Sometimes I trust, sometimes I don't trust, but my yardages were just everywhere. So that's why we went to Swing Zone, and that's what we were working with. Yeah. So what did you figure out with your irons, Daniel?
I gained a lot of knowledge on the yardage. I was just trying to hone in what what club I can use from 150 to around the green. What club I want to use, try and get a better shot selection and get closer to the hole, so I can get a little bit lower score. But
Okay.
yeah, I gain a lot of knowledge from that.
Good. My numbers, when I did the club champion, we worked solely off my 6-iron. So I knew that was a steady 195. That's what he told me off the TrackMan. And so that's the only data that I had going into our swing zone session. So I knew my 6-iron was rock steady at 195. But from there, I just worked down from 7 all the way down to my 58 degree. I didn't really worry about my 3, 4, or 5-iron or any of my woods. I wasn't too concerned with that. I'm plenty long, but I really get myself in trouble down on the lower irons. You know, you need to be pinpoint accurate, obviously, when you go out, and when you're spraying it left and right, trying to get up and down every time, it's going to bite you in the butt. So my first club out of the gate that I started with was my 58 degree. So for each club that we did 10 balls, correct?
Yes. 10.
And then we took the average of that. The computer program allowed you to see a compiled list of all 10 shots, and then it gave you the average of everything, which was awesome.
Yes,
I'm really glad we saw that. My average for my 58 degree was 103 yards. So I didn't really know what to expect off that. I was like, okay, that's where I'm at. That's where I set the bar. I had nothing else to go off of.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
I started off with a 52 degree, and my average was about 92 yards. A lot shorter than this guy.
Yeah. So from there, I just went up. I went from the 58 to my 52 degree. My 52 degree was averaging 123 off 10 shots. Again, I don't have anything else based off of that. Sometimes when we've gone out, he'd say, hey, you have 130. I'd be like, okay, let's try a 52, and then I get it close.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, there's no way I'm hitting a 52 degree, 130 yards.
Yeah.
But I mean, averaging 123, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
So when you strike it pure and you juice it,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get that.
What I went to was my approach wedge, which I figured I was around the yardage I thought I was in. It's a little bit shorter. I was hitting about 105 to 110 on average.
Okay. Then you found that to be pretty accurate when we went out to golf.
Yeah, I was maybe a couple yards long, couple yards short, just depending on how I hit the shot.
Okay. So none of your clubs really jumped out to you then?
No, I didn't. I wasn't smashing a different club longer than what I thought.
Yeah.
No, I was in the ballpark.
Okay. Did you have any huge gaps?
Yeah, I do. I have, like, my pitching wedge is 119 yards, and my 9-iron goes all the way up to about 137 to 140 yards.
Okay. Yeah, I have a pretty big gap as well. So my pitching wedge averaged 135. That's about 10-ish yards from my 52, so that's fine. I like 10 yards in between my clubs.
Yes.
But then my 9-iron was 154. So that's 20 yards.
Yeah, that's
that's a big difference. Do I lay off a 9 or do I try to hit a hard wedge? That's so inaccurate. You can't play golf like that.
Not at all.
And then from there I went up to my 8-iron, which was at 171. Again, that's almost another 20 yards. Pretty inaccurate. Just everywhere for me, really. I'm not really happy with my yardages, but I kind of have to live with it until I get any clubs,
Yeah. True.
My 7-iron, I was averaging around 180, 183. And then, like I said, back to my 6-iron, I knew that was a steady 195. So, yeah, I learned that I have huge gaps, which isn't great.
No, you definitely don't want that as a golfer. gives you a lot of guessing going into the green.
Exactly. So, what else from you? Anything?
I went 8-iron, 148. That's about 10-yard difference. That's what I was comfortable with. And then 7-iron, about 159, 160, which is good for me. 6-iron, I was pushing maybe 175. That's when I started getting a little inconsistent with my clubs and didn't get the right numbers I was looking looking for.
No, okay. Yeah, so with Daniel, he has a really hard time getting your trajectory up, right?
Yes, very low golf shot.
Yeah.
Knee high if I'm lucky sometimes.
That is true.
Yeah.
So on some of the videos you might see, the trajectory is pretty low. Something you're working on.
Yes.
So you've
Trying
gone,
to, yes.
yeah. So you've gone out and saw the instructor
Yes.
over here. So it's a work in progress.
Yes, very
But
much.
I mean, I was just really happy with what Swing Zone offered.
Yeah, you can't beat that price. You can't beat the information that you got from them. You go anywhere else, you're spending probably $100 and up.
Yeah.
Just to get that information.
Yeah. So like I said, it was a really long drive.
Yes.
Daniel didn't really tell me how long.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get Texas figured out. I've only been down here for 4 years. Still trying to figure how far everything is, and this was really far.
Yes. I agree.
Really far.
It was on the north side of Houston, and that's with traffic. I can't imagine that.
Tomball, right?
Yeah, Tomball.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty far out there.
Yeah.
But we are going to put their stuff in the description. So if you're down in Texas, if you don't know anything about Swing Zone, I think there's only one in Houston, right?
Yep, only one right now.
Okay, so there's only one, but highly recommend just going, giving it a shot.
Yeah.
We did do a couple holes,
Yes.
simulator holes at Bethpage,
Yep, Bethpage Black.
the black course. Yep. So we jumped around a few holes, gave that a try. That was really fun.
Yeah, I mean, and you started off the tee box and went all the way down to the putter, and it seemed the putting was kind of hard to figure out at first, but
Yeah, it was. You had to use the aiming system pretty much,
Yes.
and then depended on how far you said you hit it out, would judge how far you hit the ball.
yes.
But then the platform moved as well,
Yeah,
right?
if you were on a hill, platform moved beneath your feet. The golf ball was above your feet. It felt like you were on a hill.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the bunker, they have a little bunker patch. If you're in the rough, they have a rough patch. Fairway, just the same thing.
Yep.
So I mean, it seems pretty realistic for a simulator.
And then it could tell where you put the ball, right?
Yeah. So if you're in the fairway, you put it in the fairway. If you're in the rough, and then you put it in the fairway, it tells you it takes off like 10%, 20%.
It penalized you.
Yeah, it penalized the power of the golf ball. So
Yeah.
you weren't hitting it as far if you put it in the fairway and you're actually in the rough.
So
or the bunker.
no cheating there.
No cheating. You definitely don't want to. You lose it. You lose some yards there.
Yeah. But I was very happy with the place.
Yes.
Regardless of the drive, I would definitely like to go out there again.
Yeah.
Give it a try, hit the range, maybe actually play a full course.
Yeah. They have all kinds of courses.
They
I
do.
played St. Andrews, really nice, long golf course for me because I hit it super short. But yeah, they have a lot of golf courses on hand.
Yeah. And by the time we left, that place was completely packed.
Oh yeah, that place on the weekends for sure they get booming. But yeah, there's a lot of people that
But
see
we
them
went
around there and go.
We went during the week, right?
Yeah, they're
Tuesday.
booming.
Yeah. So I was actually very surprised. It was completely packed when we left.
Yeah.
So great for groups, just a really nice place.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. So like we said, we're Crossroads Golf. We'll be putting more videos out. We're going to be putting out a get to know Crossroads, just a little bit about who we are, where we came from, why we're doing this. But we love golf.
Yes.
I
Definitely.
mean, I thought I loved golf. This guy is probably more than me. So that's a lot. So I've been playing for a long time.
Yeah, me the same.
So we're just really excited about this. We got a lot of great ideas. We just got done with a 2-person scramble
Yep.
at the local golf course here in Crosby where we live. We'll talk more about that in the other video. But yeah, we just got some stuff coming out, a lot of great ideas, so just be on the lookout.
Yeah. I
Anything
can't
else?
wait. No, that's it. That's all I
All
got.
right. Till later, guys. Thank you.
All right.